And then the forward test. Many of us sing the forward test as part of rituals. Other people call it norms. By the way, these are not norms. These are guiding principles of Rotary International. They help us reflect on our lives. And you've done it in a, is there a word like wawendas? In a wawendas way. And I'm really overwhelmed and thankful for that. So I don't know who's picking up lessons today, but I have picked up lessons, and I can't wait to run back to my club this evening and tell them of the stories where I've been so far. To begin our discussion, because I hope we'll have time to discuss on the few things I'm going to talk about, I'll start by asking a question. Why did you say yes? Let me repeat the question. Why did you say yes? A few years or months or a year or two ago, someone invited you to Rotary. They probably met you in corridors of work here, probably in New Kafunda. I don't know. You guys, this side of town in D9213, we have Kafundas. Do you have Kafundas in D9? No. Oh, yeah, I know. But you were invited. So why did you say yes? And I believe you did not say yes because of titles that you were promised. You did not say yes because all of a sudden you are devoid of names. Now you are going to have a name, Rotarian, before your name. You did not say yes because of all the things that you were promised, that you will have free lunch. Is the lunch free? In capital letters. Yeah. But you said yes because someone convinced you that if we got together, we could make lasting change in our communities and societies. But if you do not, again, I'll ask the question, why did you say yes? Let's look at a few honest truths. Again, from my experience, the 29 years I've been a Rotarian, the 29 years I've been training Rotarians, the 29 years of mistakes in my own Rotary club. Many a time, younger clubs, when we say yes, we come in. We start with the nice charter celebrations, installations, we get pinned badges, we start being called titles, Rotarian, so on, so. And before we know it, we start feeling our titles. We start feeling our self-importance. Is it familiar? Yes. All of a sudden, the reason we said yes starts disappearing, and we start focusing on us. We start focusing on, I am the charter president. I am the PE for 2 days. This is not an attack. We're just having a friendly discussion. And before we know it, it takes us away from why we said yes. This afternoon, I hope our yes can be reaffirmed, reignite why we said yes, and look at the possibilities that exist out there to answer our yes. Truth be told, when Paul Harris and those other few, I usually call them idol guys, in Chicago in 1905, when they got together, it was not about themselves, if you've read the story. As much as everybody says it was about business networking. But at a certain point T, they said, you know what can we do different using our vocations, using our different networking abilities? And if you remember, some of you who've read about that story, they started with building something at a market for ladies. They didn't have toilets, blah, 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 blah. In their wisdom, when they started the slogan of Rotary International, it was not recognition above service. It was service above self. Because they could have said, you know what, let's recognize ourselves, we're big, we're engineers, we're everybody. But no, they chose service above self. Again, why did we say yes? Did you say yes because of the titles? Or was it about service? So how can we reignite our purpose? Because our purpose, I think, is around the 5 avenues of service. I'm sure you've had many trainings where you've talked about the avenues of service. Club service. Are we meeting as a club? Because that's the question being asked of you today. What happens in club service? The organization, they're getting us together, the fellowships. If we look at club service, we can reignite our purpose. Vocational service. We have engineers. I don't know if all of you, I don't know what your classifications are, but seeing the warehouse and medicines, I wonder if there are any Basawo Baganda, you know. But vocational service is asking of us, can we get our different vocations, put them together in one room? Because these are like 5 windows in which we can do so many things. We need to reignite that. From vocational service, which is the other one? Because there are 5. We've talked about club, vocational. The real reason we stand here, sit here every day or every Thursday, the communities we serve, community service. Are we doing things more out there, or are we thinking about our parties? Now this is the period of installations, of, you know, I like every Rotary Club these days. No meeting goes without a photograph. And we splash them out there in our social medias. Where is the community? Then international service. The opportunity to go out there. For those who didn't go to Taipei, apologies. Our friends in Congo decided not to deal with Ebola, and now it's with us. I hope by the time we go, is it Barcelona next year? So when we do international service, are we going out there to do shopping? There are some people I know in this room who love shopping. Or are we going there to network and look at the number of things we can learn from different Rotarians, the partnerships that we can bring back here to Medical Stars, make better replica, innovate around, so that we can serve our communities at a much higher level than anybody expected. Then the dangerous one in the room, number 5, youth service. Please don't read the stories you hear about Kampala Sese Islands, that the older people are fighting the youth. Those are not true stories. The true story here is, are we mentoring our youth to become not the future leaders of tomorrow, but partners in leadership? Everybody starts talking about youth like they're for tomorrow. They are now. They are our partners. And it's high time we started treating them as such. Not giving them tokens, but helping them with the programs that we do, Raila, and all the many other programs. So if we are to reignite our purpose, we need to look at those 5 avenues of service. Okay, that sounds like I am punching, looking at us inward. But let's look at possibilities outward there. As members of Medical Stars, how do you want your club to look like 3 years from today? Remember, at times we may get lost in titles, lost in self-importance, lost in, do you know who I am? The other day there was a clip from one Rotary Club, I don't know if you saw it, where a charter president was telling people, don't tell me it's time up. Do you know who I am? Any one of you saw it? So is it about who you are? So 3 years from today, how do you want this club to look? I'm sure we would like to look at a club that has impacted communities, where we've done projects, where we've done interventions that help the communities around us and beyond. I'm sure you'd want to look at a club that has partnered with Kampala Sese Islands, has partnered with Lubowa, has partnered with the guys out there in different countries, India. Because the possibilities are numerous, they exist. Is that a club you want to look at? Is it a possibility that you want to look at? A club that has mentored younger people to come and partner with us in service. A club that has been a resource for us to grow as leaders. A club that has helped us forge friendships, acquaintances. We need to imagine, we need to dream. Because if we dream of such a club, then we're going to start harvesting the possibilities out there. As I wind down, because the president has a way he looks at me, I don't know if it is something in his eye. You know, some people, we have our own thing, so I may think you're looking at me badly, kumbe. That is how life treats you. Our take home for today. The forward test really tickled me. So look into yourselves and say, of the guiding principles, and if we stick to the forward test right now, where have I been unfaithful? Look at the forward test and ask yourself, where have I been unfaithful? So that we can now start thinking of how can I use the forward test to encourage and foster the ideal of service. Is it the truth? When we spend so much time thinking about ourselves, is it fair to all concerned, those guys out there in the community? I was telling PE when we were downstairs, I told him, no one cares when we go to do projects who the PE is. All they care about is service. So when you tell them we're coming to build a medical clinic or something, it's service they look at. So look at yourselves. Dig deep inside yourself and see where you've been very unfaithful with the forward test. Secondly, where is our vocation? Can we bring our vocation to the table, into the room? Teachers, engineers, doctors, accountants. Can we bring that into the room and then see how we can collectively do something based on our different vocations? Because there's all this thing, people stand up and say, I am Andrew Chigoma Muguluma, a classification. So what do we mean with our classifications if we can't put them to use to serve societies? Third, can we be friends? When my club, the Rotary Club of Kampala Sese Islands, was chartered 36 years ago, some of us came in slightly a few years later. The glue that kept us together was friendship. And I'll honestly tell you, the glue that is broken right now in my club, because I'll be honest, we have issues, and we're probably going to start afresh the way we started, is because we started losing friendships. Be friends, ladies and gentlemen. And if you're friends, you'll do a lot more. Because even if you have your different vocations and you're not friends and you're not glued together, you'll not be able to answer the first part of the object of Rotary, which is acquaintance as an opportunity to serve. Then lastly, it's a leadership question. Can we mentor people? let's mentor people. Let's mentor people. But here is the caution. When you're mentoring people, you need to be of a certain behavior that is mentorable. The word behavior is you need to have in order to be behavior. So as we walk the journey of Rotaries, as we walk our journey of leadership and wanting to mentor people, have you looked at yourself? Are you a person who can stand up and say, I am a Rotarian of the Rotary Club of Medical Stars? So you need to have in order to be before you can mentor. But whenever you have a chance, mentor someone. Mentor someone into service, mentor someone into leadership. And I believe if we did that, we should be able to look at, one, reigniting our purpose, and secondly, looking at possibilities. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the invite. Thank you for teaching me the things I've learned today. And I hope going forth, now because you're a young club, so you have better opportunity than most of the clubs that have been around, to look into yourselves and say, hey, hold it, which path are we leading to? Titles, self-importance, all the things we keep around us will not help the communities that we serve. Let's not just have service above self as a slogan. Let us be seen to be doing it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, PAG. Just to confirm that he's just trying to tell us what President Shida has been preaching in the past 1 year. So it's an awakening opportunity for all of us, and I would like to thank him. And to confirm that on behalf of the club, I request PP Robert to come and move a vote of thanks. Robert, just a minute. Any questions? Anyone with good questions, additions, comments, anything that is not understood? PHF, sir.
Thank you so much. My comment is I'm happy that you have talked about mentorable character. That is very important, because there's sometimes when we want to mentor, but someone is not mentorable. And nor are we mentorable ourselves who want to mentor. That is my take home. Thank you.
Any other questions or comments?
Thank you very much, PAG, for that wonderful Yes. So my question falls in this category. 29 years is quite some good time, and I'm very certain you've seen different clubs, come up, start. Some of them have failed and disappeared. Right now there is the millennials, we would say, and the Gen Zs. There's always a debate in there. So we would want to say maybe you're the millennials of Rotary and we are the Gen Zs, or the other one, after the Gen Zs. So the alphas, yes. What are the key things? Because when you were presenting, you mentioned that Paul Harris decided, initially their start was, let's serve beyond self. But now people are serving, we have to first recognize our titles, then do the service. What are those key things that the alphas are missing out on at the start, the very start, instead of the initial dream that Paul Harris and his, what did you call them? The lousy men were doing. Yes. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for the comment. Thank you for the comment. And I think the comment will answer his question. The alphas are probably, we are not fair to the alphas. I know, Elizabeth, you don't agree with me on this one. Yes. Elizabeth is my boss. So I can't, when I get opportunities this side, this is when I can fight. I don't think we've mentored the alphas. I don't think we are mentoring the alphas well. And now this is the scary bit. And not mentoring in terms of talking. When they look at us, what do they see? Because it is monkey see, monkey do. And that's where our challenge is. The alphas, or what we call the younger people, are looking at us and saying, You know, we're in an age where I can reference something in seconds. Social media is here like, I don't know, it came. 29 years ago, I couldn't do that. I could go with what you're telling me. But now, when you talk about Andrew Chiguma Muguruma, someone wakes up and the next thing they see, he was in medical stores and he has a case to answer about drugs that got lost. You follow that? So we are not mentoring our younger alphas because of our behavior. Our behavior does not mirror what we speak. So as members of the Rotary Club of Medical Stars, we need to be aware that our behavior out there is recorded on a daily now. If you're at I know a story, a bit unrelated, of a lady who had a case in America, something to do with death of her child, and she managed to escape. And for years she was here in Uganda. She avoided Rotary functions. She was a Rotarian. But that fateful day where you have those home hospitalities, a picture of her was taken. A year later, she was back in the States. So even when you're applying for visas right now, you ask for your social handles. Why? Because now whatever you do, your behavior is being looked at from every angle. So our challenge is, how are we behaving to be able to mentor the alphas? So the alphas are mirroring our behavior. So if you see clubs going down, if you see organizations going down, it's because the people in there have decided that's their culture, and anybody coming in now starts with that culture. So if we want Medical Stars to become one of the greatest clubs, it starts with us. Strip our egos, do what we said yes to, which is service above self.
PP Robert, in the interest of time.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I know you have not taken lunch, some of you, but you will soon take. I want to, first of all, thank Andrew for this talk, because it comes at a very opportune time when we are transiting from the action year to the impact year. There is always a tendency that when you take some time during the year, as you are changing, there's always a tendency to have that stamina reduce. So I find this talk very important because it is coming at a time when we are transiting from the action to impact year. And therefore, there is need to recognize our purpose and look at possibilities in the impact year. Thank you, Andrew, for having brought us that kind of talk. I've been in a Rotary Club where I've seen a president, once he has finished his presidency, he disappears. And you completely don't see that person. But I'm very sure Shira will not disappear. And we thank you for being available today. We know that we need, thank you very much. We need to recognize that we have created some impact. And we need to now add in more effort to get more impact. We have had actions in some projects. Now it is time to measure our impact in the new year. So I find the talk that PAG Andrew has just shared aligning with the purpose and the impact year. And I want to thank President Norbert for the choice, because I think it was a timely talk. We don't need to tire. We don't need to lose our stamina. Let us now put on the new stamina in the impact year and flow with the year and create more impact, especially in the areas that we have already identified. Thank you, Andrew. I want to also thank you guys for coming, sparing your time. Elizabeth and your team and all of us here. Thank you for sparing your time to come and be with us and also listen to PAG Andrew. PAG Andrew has been my instructor at RRI a few years ago. We have shared a number of views, and I can assure you that the 20 or 30 minutes were not very good, were not enough for him to expose to you the quality of knowledge that he has. Probably, as we are now we have actually boarded the impact year. So we hope you will be back. We would want to share more information, because you have a lot of information about projects, about Rotary, about everything. I want to bring it to that, and thank you, all of you, President and your team, and PAG Andrew for coming to share with us. I want to request that we stand up and sing for him one stanza. Anybody who can start? He's a jolly good fellow. He's a jolly good fellow. And so say all of us. And so say all of us. And so say all of us. He's a jolly good fellow. He's a jolly good fellow. He's a jolly good fellow. And no one can deny. Thank you.
Adrian, can we please recognize the contribution by our guest speaker?
You move on the other side.
This usually what we do, we share with the group what it is. So, true. It is very indicative of certain.
Please be patient with us. We are about to finish this fellowship.
Members, just please keep in your
Aggie?
places as we do something small.
Aggie.
Hold it properly.
Now I keep saying.
Andrew would like to thank you for sparing time to come and give this talk. Would like you to remember that you are medical stars. We want to be the only people that give these kinds of things. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now I'll keep time.
I will ask him to stay here. Just before we close, you all understand that in the year 2025-2026, our charter president did a very good job for this club. Would like to honor her. Would like to thank her for all the time, for all the ideas that she has put to this club. And I want you to join me in thanking her. The club has given Sheila what we think is a gift worth the time and worth the ideas. So I will, please hold, I will make sure that we know exactly what Sheila is taking home for the service. Now, those of you that thank you. I will ask our PAG to hand it over. Sheila, just hand over this. Wow. So, on behalf of the club, would like to show CP Sheila that her ideas are the ones on which we stand to move this club forward. And wish her all the best, and we still pray that her ideas still continue coming in for the good of this club.
Sheila, well done. And I'm also glad, I like the gift as a golfer. I am happy to know that you're a golfer. But don't, as I hand over this gift, don't take over my golfing abilities, because most times I'm in the bush, not on the fairway. So the club has given you this gift. And again, once again, well done. And don't become Pigamingi in your club. Okay.
Can we have a caddy? We need a caddy.
Joel is my caddy.
We need a caddy. So.
President Norbert, thank you so much for understanding me. This is the perfect gift anyone would give me. I have and my caddy is over here. Anyway, this is the perfect gift. You were spot on. This is a perfect gift. I don't know what else I would have needed other than this bag.
The caddy can join us.
Thank you. Come on.
The caddy can join the photograph.
I'm so proud of you, President, and I know you're going to do great.
Thank you.
And thank you so much, our guest speaker. Andrew.
You can tee off.
There are windows here.
Please allow her tee off.
It will be.
Let Sheila tee off. Just roll. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, don't worry. Yeah.
Corner.
Thank you. You know, I grew up with somebody. Somebody visited for the first time and confirmed that we're the same area code.
Hello.
For that, I will ask Rotarian Nakasawi to give us the final toast of this maiden fellowship of the year 2026-2027.
Thank you very much, President. May we pause our eating and be up and standing for the final toast.
Let's be upstanding, please. Just a moment, just a second.
For the love, the support that this club rendered yesterday at the launch of the Impact Year, for the big attendance that you came with yesterday. As chair girl, I was humbled. But above all, for the very insightful conversations we have had with the headmaster of the Rotary Leadership Institute, I propose a toast, Rotary International.
Rotary the world over.
Lunch is served.